Hello everybody, happy Friday night. Welcome to my Zen Den. My name is Mandy Van Havermit and I am an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up! From Great Eagle, Minnesota. And I'm this way again. I think Facebook did a crazy update or something because I can't turn my camera sideways. So you get the full long picture now. You can't see my sweatpants though, so that's good, I guess. Tonight I figured out, somebody sent me a card. My friend Susan Currey sent me a card, and I loved the layout of it. I thought it was just a really unique layout. So I am going to turn the camera around, and I'm going to show you my inspiration, and then we're going to get cracking and making a card. So bear with me while I flip the camera around. All right. Let's see what we can do here. This is just weird, I'm telling you. I got used to, I've been doing this for what, I think 2 years now I've been doing Facebook Lives and never had troubles with my camera being the other direction. But, you know, we're just gonna persevere and let it do what we can do. Okay. I think we got it. So, here is, let's get this out of the way. Here's the card that Susan sent to me. And I just thought it was the neatest card. I loved it. I thought it was a unique, instead of being a straight card, it was just, the fold was unique. I loved the colors. I love that she got to use both sides of the designer series paper. And so tonight we're going to show you how I found out how to make this card. I'm going to call it a trifold angled card. I don't know if that's what it's called, but that's what I'm going to call it. So here's what we're going to need. We're going to need a full sheet of shaded spruce. I'm going to show you how to cut it. We're going to measure down and make a tick mark at 3 inches, and then turn it 180 degrees and make another tick mark at 3 inches, and then cut it diagonally. Okay, so let's do that. We'll bring in my trimmer, my good old trimmer. Here, let's do our marking first. So 3 inches down, I'm just going to make a little tick mark. Then I'm going to rotate it 180 degrees and 3 inches down again. Just like that, okay? So then I'm going to bring in the paper trimmer, and I'm going to line those tick marks up in the track. So I've got my 1 3-inch tick mark there and my other 3-inch tick mark right down here. So you're going to end up with 2 pieces of cardstock that will be exactly the same. Okay, so now we're going to score those. I'm going to put it in this way. I'm going to score the first one at 4 1/4, and I'm going to slide it down and score it again at 4 1/4. Okay, so now we have, that's backwards. We're going to have it this way. All right, so when we open it up, it'll open that way. So we'll put that away for just a minute. We'll fold, and we burnish this with my bone folder. Okay, so that is the base to our card right there. Not too tough, right? I didn't think so. Okay, so we've scored it at 4 1/4 and 8 1/2. So now the other things that we're going to need are a piece of designer series paper. I cleaned up my, no, I didn't. Whew, I'm so lucky. A piece of designer series paper 4 by 5 1/4. Another piece of designer series paper 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. And then a piece of basic white that is 4 by 3 1/4. Okay, so we need to trim these so that they will work on our card, right? So you're going to want to be mindful if you're using a directional paper. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this really fun fa la 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 la. I'm going to put that here, and then this piece I'm going to trim off, flip it over, and that's going to be this piece right here. Okay, so I need to think. Oh my gosh, I need to think. I didn't write it down, and I should have. 1 inch and 2 inches. That's what it is. I was like, I don't need to write it down. I'll remember. Ha ha ha. So we're going to cut, what I'm focusing on is cutting this piece. So that's the direction is correct. So I'm going to go down 1 inch on this side and just make a tick mark. And then I'm going down 2 inches on this side and making a tick mark. Okay. And then while we're making tick marks, we want to decide this piece here is going to be this front panel. And so we're going to decide, I want this part to be the part that I'm going to cut off. So I'm going to make a tick mark at just a 1/2 inch on the right hand side. And then I'm going to use the top corner. Okay. So one more time, we're going to bring in my paper trimmer. And we're going to find our tick marks right there and right there. If you need to put your guard up so you can see. And what you want to do is line those tick marks right up in your gutter. Basically, I don't know if that's the right track. I call it a gutter. Some people call it a track. Who knows? Okay, so there's that piece that we've cut. And now I've got my tick mark a 1/2 inch down, and I'm going to line the corner up in the track. So we've got a 1/2 inch and that corner right in that track. And just cut that straight off. Okay, so now you've got that piece. All right, so first the fun part, right? We're going to stick this right there, and then we're going to flip this over and put that right there. And then this part will go right there. Now, if you're wondering what designer series paper I'm using the Merry Bright and Bold pack, and I will go through this paper with you after I've made my card. It is, I think, the funnest pack of Christmas paper I might have ever used, and it's not just Christmassy. It's so cool. Anyhow, let's put our card together. I get sidetracked by it because I've bought a lot of this paper because it is so happy. It is like the happiest paper ever. So fun. All right, so let's put this piece in first. You know me, I'm not going to line it up right the first time. I like a challenge. I like to peel it off first. Okay, I love that. Fa la 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 la. That's so cool. Okay, and now I have found that adhering the inside, or adhering this panel first is a little easier. So I am going to line that up on the bottom, just like that. And now I can just butt my piece of designer series paper right there. That is like the happiest designer series paper ever. For real. Whew. Almost lost it. And then one last piece we're going to add right there. And I'm just going to line that up as best I can. What I'm trying to do is basically line it up along the edge there in the bottom down here. If it's not perfect, it's a homemade card. So let's cut some slack, right? Now, this paper, I want to show you this paper. It's so much fun. It's the light bulb. It's towards the beginning of the September to December mini catalog. It's got like the lights, the Christmas lights strings on them, but then it's got like a non-seasonal pattern on every piece. So we've got more lights, and then we've got this really fun pink and red stripe. This is my favorite piece of the whole thing. I love it. That's the piece that we're using. Fa la 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 on the back. Some nice, like this would make a great young boy's birthday card, wouldn't it? It's just, I love it. And then there's some Christmas trees on the back. Christmassy. This is such a happy piece too. I love it. I love it. I love it. Just some nice stars on the back. And then some more polka dots with some more, they're trees, but seriously, It's so cool. I love this paper. I love it. Now you know. Okay, so we've got our fa la 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 la. We've got our card base. Let's bring in some stamps. Of course, I'm going to bring in the Christmas classics because I've got fa la 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 la. So let's deck the halls, right? So let's grab a piece of scratch paper here. Am I tipping over? If I am, I'm very sorry. I don't mean to. I am. Hello, Vicky. Let's see what we can do. Okay. I think I'm better. I'll just work over farther. Okay. So we've got our Deck the Halls stamp. I'm kind of trying to figure out, do I want it in green or do I want it in red? My background. I think I'm going to go in green. So let's stamp it in red then. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. Deck the halls with boughs of holly. Fa la 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 la. Yep, you get to hear me. Who did you know you were going to get to hear me sing tonight? All right, so I used my 2-inch circle punch for that, and now I'm going to pull in my decorative circle punch and just do a shaded spruce circle with that. So let's put those together like that. Those layer so nice. The 2-inch circle with this decorative circle, they layer so nice. Ah, I love it. And you can move it over. Let's do it right there. I'm gonna grab some dimensionals. And I'm only putting them on half because what I'm going to do is kind of center that just like that. Is that not, oh, that's such a fun Christmas card. I love it. And then it opens up. And if we want to, we could put some Merry Christmas in there. Let's do that. I'm going to use my real red ink again. And these sentiments are from the Christmas Classics stamp set. Put Merry right on top of that. Perfect. So cute. I love it. So I've got a couple other cards that I've made after. So here is Susan's card. She used the Winter Wonderland suite for that. And so I kind of went off, mixed the two, and I made, this was with that really big piece of beautiful paper, the Winter Wonderland. Did the same kind of thing, only I used the same stamp set, Peace on Earth, and Merry Christmas. So lots of fun with that design. So I'm gonna flip the camera back around. That DSP is the best, Vicki. It is so cool. It is like, I didn't like it when I first seen it in the catalog. I was like, it's so bright and so like, well, it's bright and bold, right? And I thought, oh, it's so bright and so gaudy. But when I got a pack of it, I was like, that is the coolest paper, and it's like awesome for birthdays and just happy occasions and stuff like that. So yes, please do order some of that. That is awesome stuff. Anyhow, that's what I have for you tonight. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you are watching in the replay on YouTube, if you could give me a thumbs up, that would be awesome. Otherwise, I will see you next Friday night. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.